if you see yourself as the queen that they're obsessed with, they are going to come back and chase you, I promise you, because as soon as I decided that this is my person and I deserve a better treatment, after 3 months, my specific person came back, and it was a totally different version of him that was obsessed with me. In today's video, I will be explaining to you how come that you can actually change the way your specific person is showing up in your reality and the way they are treating you. So if your specific person blocked you or have stated that they don't want anything to do with you, or if there is any circumstance against you and your specific person, you can literally change this just with the power and the law of assumption. If you assume that your specific person hates you or doesn't want to commit to you, or if they are seeing somebody else, if they say that they're not ready for commitment, if your assumptions are negative about your specific person, you're going to attract more of that. You're going to experience your specific person showing up in a really shitty way and treating you badly. They're not going to show up the way you want them just because you hold these assumptions. So this is how the law of assumption works. That law states that whatever you assume to be true, this is what becomes your 3D reality. Words have power, your thoughts have power. So whatever you speak up, you will manifest more of that. So if you say that my specific person is not interested in me, there are better options out there, or there is this and that circumstance, this is what is going to show up in your 3D. However, if you change those assumptions and you start affirming and thinking things like, my specific person cannot live without me, I am his dream girl, they never met anyone like me, I am the one meant for them, I am the dream girl or boy, then guess what? Your specific person is going to mirror this back to you. Everyone around you, everyone in your life that you come across, whether this is your boss, your friend, your family, your specific person, everyone in this world reflects your assumptions back to you. People in your reality reflect the story that you hold about them. And then again, Neville Goddard's teaching, everyone is you pushed out. Your SB, your specific person, isn't acting randomly, and you're not chosen in a bad way. You're not unlucky. You're not stuck in this negative push and pull dynamic with your SB. None of your specific person's behavior is random. They are just mirroring your dominant beliefs that you hold about them. Everyone in your reality reflects your assumptions, and there is no exceptions. Whether this is your boss, your best friend, your mom, your family, your man, your girlfriend, everyone reflects your assumptions back to you. So if your assumptions about yourself are that you are unworthy, shy, unconfident, people are going to treat you that way. However, if you switch those assumptions about yourself and you start seeing yourself as somebody that is worthy of commitment, worthy of the ring, worthy of getting the best grades in class, if you see yourself as somebody that is worthy of all the good things and you hold those assumptions about yourself, people are naturally going to be drawn to you and to that energy. Because if you see somebody that is a baddie, somebody that is confident, you naturally gravitate towards them. You want to be like them. You get inspired by them. If you're in a story about your specific person is something like, they always ignore me, I'm always just an option, they don't want a committed relationship, they don't want anything serious, you will keep experiencing the situations in your reality that match those assumptions. However, if your new story becomes, my specific person is obsessed with me, my specific person cannot live without me, I am the one for them, I am the wifey, I am the husband, they will eventually start showing up differently to match your assumption. Your inner thoughts create your external reality. The law of assumption focuses on changing your inner reality first. So this means you don't have to do anything externally. You don't have to pin your specific person down saying you have to choose me, you have to love me. You don't need to be doing any of that. You don't need to be chasing your specific person, your landlord, your boss asking for the pay rise. There is nothing for you to do in the external reality. This is for the universe to do all the work. All you have to do is go within your mind and focus on your inner thoughts and making sure that your thoughts are always positive and uplifting and confident. So your imagination, your thoughts, your inner conversations are just a cause. And the 3D reality, the outer world that you're seeing right now, is the effect. So if in your mind you constantly keep repeating and imagining scenes where your specific person is chasing you and wanting to be with you, eventually the 3D will shift to match your inner assumptions and dialogues. The more you repeat a certain thought, the faster and easier your subconscious mind will accept it as truth. And so this is why a lot of people actually like affirming or robotic affirming, as this helps them to change the old assumptions about the specific person. So for example, if you keep repeating, my specific person is always thinking about me, my specific person is obsessed with me, my specific person always reaches out to me, over time this is what becomes your natural assumption. And what's actually beautiful is that the world will rearrange, it will do what it has to do in order to match your assumptions, your new assumptions and your beliefs. Once an assumption feels natural to you, the reality begins to shift and reorganize around it. This can happen through unexpected events, so this is not up to you to wonder and decide how it's going to show up. All you have to do is change your inner assumptions, your thoughts that you're telling yourself. Go on mental diet, and once the story that you're telling yourself every single day changes, your specific person is going to mirror this back to you. After your reality starts to shift on its own, you might notice that your specific person suddenly messages you out of nowhere or becomes more affectionate if you affirm that your specific person is loving and chasing you. They might actually start saying things that you imagined them and wanted them to say. All of these things can absolutely happen in your 3D reality, because remember, you have a limitless mindset within you, but you need to stop reacting to the old reality. Old reality is old news. It really is. So there is no point of you drowning in it and constantly reminding yourself how your specific person blocked you, how they vanished, how they ghosted you. Whatever negative stuff is going on in your 3D reality, you need to remove it permanently. You need to remove the old assumptions, old story, and make space for the new positive ones. One key part of the law of assumption is that you need to stop reacting to the old stuff that you don't like. Ignore it, no matter what you see, no matter what you're being presented with. You need to keep focusing on the new story. You do not need to force anything or anyone to show up the way you want them to. All you have to do is go in your head, in your mind, and flip your old assumptions. Just focus on changing your story about your specific person. That's all you have to do. When you change your assumptions, people have no choice but to reflect those assumptions back to you. So if you want your specific person to show up differently, you need to start changing the story that you're telling yourself in your mind. The version of the specific person being in love with you already exists. So all you really have to do is affirm that they love you, feel it real, feel them being next to you, in love with you, and don't ever question it. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, check out my Patreon for exclusive content, sign up for one-on-one email coaching with me, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.